Amanda and Alex are leaving for her grandparents for 2 weeks, and I've already missed them. Today's pull day. I'm gonna work out that back. Today's rough. All this sweat kind of reminds me of being back in New York again. Ooh. It was a great workout, but I'm still having an insane amount of training ache from last push session that I did. Oh my god, it hurts. No pain, no gain. Q&A time. Most challenging thing about YouTube. I would say that is being consistent with your uploads and constantly pushing out new stuff, coming up with new ideas, even though you're not getting the results that you want. Do you think that vlogging is more or less popular now than before? I definitely think that it's less popular than before, but in my opinion, it's something that I enjoy doing. But what we can see in fashion is that trends always come back, and I think that same goes for vlogging. Any plans to visit Slovenia? Not right now. What are your thoughts on the new firmware updates on the FX3? It's great. Were you ever recognized on Mallorca as a famous YouTuber? No, I was not. Which I thought was pretty cool because then I could just mind my own business. But if someone were to come up, I would definitely say hi, thank you for watching, and give them a fist bump. How much do you use the ZV-1 camera? Not as much as I would like to right now. What made you switch from bodybuilding to YouTube? Well, in the beginning of 2018, I kind of got fed up with bodybuilding because I was at 130 kilos big and I didn't have any sort of goals with the bodybuilding left that I wanted to achieve. And for me, I'm a very goal-driven person. I want to have something that I can strive for, maybe buying a house or building more muscles. It doesn't really matter what it is. I need to have something to strive for, and that is what I lost with the bodybuilding. And when I had the camera to fall back on and videography to learn, I felt that if I take the time that I invest in bodybuilding and invest into camera and filmmaking, videography, taking photos, then I can probably get somewhere by doing that. I guess you can say that I just got bored of bodybuilding and there was nothing to gain from keeping it up the way that I did. Is your future plan to build a house or buy an existing house? My long-term thing is to definitely to build a house that me, Amanda, and Alex want to have for the foreseeable future. But as of right now, we're probably gonna have to buy a house that is already existing if we want to move during the fall or the winter. When is that Jason guy going to visit Gothenburg? Jason, Morris, my good friend, you gotta come over sooner rather than later. Do you have any regrets? I can't really call them regrets because everything that I've done has in one way or another formed me into the person that I am today. But I do have things that I probably would have done differently if I were encountered with the same situations today rather than what I was 10 years ago. How would you advise successfully incorporating vlogs into a niche YouTube channel? When you have a niche down channel, it's very hard to incorporate something that the audience doesn't have any interest in. I mean, like I've been trying this on my main channel with the photography related stuff and then switching halfway through to a family kind of vlog, and that is not usually appreciated. If you can turn it into something that is explaining what is going on throughout the day and then how it leads up to what it is that you're doing within your niche, then that is a good way to implement a vlog. If you could tell your 16-year-old self something, what would it be? There's so many things that I wish I could have done differently at that age. But if there's one thing that I wish I knew back then, it's that progress and success in any way or shape or form won't be achievable without consistency and hard work. How do you decide which activities are interesting for a vlog and which are not? I don't really decide on which things that are interesting for the vlogs and which are not, because everything can be made interesting. If you think about it, some of the shots that I got of me hanging the laundry at home in the vlogs are super boring, but the way that I edit those shots is what makes it interesting. So try to think of how can I edit this to look interesting rather than how can I shoot this to look interesting. What is your social media game plan to grow? We're gonna dive into that in a future episode. How did you perfect your voice? Thank you, but I think it's far from perfect. When are you visiting us again in the United States? Heather and Tom? I'm coming back sooner rather than later, I hope. Have you ever run out of ideas somehow? If yes, how do you recover? I always run out of ideas. For example, when I'm doing these daily vlogs, sometimes in the morning I wake up and then I feel like I have absolutely no idea what to shoot. I don't know what I'm going to do today. I probably not make a video because who wants to watch this day? But the more the day goes, I usually start to record stuff that is not really related to any sort of topic, but that turns into a specific idea. And then when I get to the studio, I might get another idea and then I can act upon that. So ideas are something that you have to work for constantly. It's not something that is going to come like an epiphany like that. It's about being consistent in what you do and constantly trying to think of new things. How do I conquer the fear of recording myself and talking to the camera even when I'm alone? I said this before, I'm going to say it again. No one else sees anything that you record until you have edited the video and posted the video on social media. How to make a vlog interesting. I have a video, I'm gonna link it down below so you can check that out because there's some good tips in that one. How was your vacation? It was great. Have you ever been in a fight? No. How long does it take you to film your daily vlogs? This totally depends because I'm shooting stuff throughout the entire day. So for example, when I'm making this Q&A, it takes me somewhere between, 15 to 20 minutes of recording, but then that's it. If I have an entire day recorded, then I try to record the activities that I think might be interesting for the vlog, but I also try to document a whole lot more so that I know that I can piece something together. But I'm not setting up the camera for a bunch of shots. Maybe sometimes. Other than that, I'm just documenting what I do and then piecing that together to some sort of interesting thing. All right. Let's see what we got on Twitter. How long does it typically take you to edit a vlog? I would say that it takes me somewhere between 1 to 2 hours, no more than that. There will be a Final Cut Pro course coming on how I edit my videos and how I use Final Cut Pro to create everything that I have created up until this point. In some of your older vlogs, you mentioned that you wanted to get a house, but the market was a bit crazy. How's that project going? It's going great. We're still looking to buy a house. We have all the money saved up, so we're just waiting for the right house. Why don't you collaborate with YouTubers that have 300 subs? Well, the thing with collaborations is that they have to provide some sort of value to me. It doesn't matter if you have 300 subs or 100 subs or 1 subscriber, but what I need to get from that meeting is some sort of value. Maybe a friendship, maybe something that I don't know that you can provide, but then you also have to show me what it is that you can provide before we do the collaboration. I think that a lot of people wants to make collaborations with bigger creators in order to get a little bit of a boost with their following count. But for me, it's more about what is it that you can offer me that I can have and use as a tool in my life or in my work, and what can I offer you in exchange to be able to have a meeting. Collaboration should be something good from both ends. The question I would ask is, why should I collaborate with someone that has 300 subs? If they give me a great explanation of something that I am interested in, or something that I want, or something that they know, like a skill or something else, I would gladly do that. Yes or no? Does YouTube and your business leave time for your other interests? I'm gonna say no. What does a typical week look like for you? Would love to know how you do family, editing, planning, etc. I'm gonna dive into this in a future video because it's gonna take a long time to explain. What is the coolest life experience that you've had since starting on YouTube? It's gonna be the ability to control my own time and do the thing that I want to do and be my own boss, and everything that I don't do, I am responsible for. I think that that is an extremely cool thing to have and something that I'm very privileged to be able to have as a job. Peace.